Hey guys, it's Annabelle from the Free M's, and this is another one for the Getting Paid playlist. What can I say? It has been 2 weeks of university, and I have until October the 14th to decide whether I want to defer a year or whether it's not for me. I have got my heart set on writing novels, becoming a published author with a literary agent, and writing columns in newspapers. And I think the start is education. Secondly, whilst in full-time education, part-time employment, paid, is very useful. So as we know, Waterstones, I have turned my heart away from Waterstones and all my hope that I could actually get a job there, and moved on to another business that is relevant to the journey to getting paid in something I actually want to do in my life. And tomorrow is the last day that I should expect an email from them, because it said 2 weeks. So I guess next Friday I would have told you that I had 24 hours of hope and then tell you the result. So I have no freaking idea what to do now, because when it comes to paid employment, that is, not when it comes to education and experience, because I'm volunteering, as you know, in the library local to the bed and breakfast where I'm at. I'm embarking on a degree in creative writing and professional writing, so columnist, novelist, creative and professional writing, yeah? And then it comes to the paid employment side, which will suffice me during the journey which includes being a full-time student. So far, I've been making sure I hit my target when it comes to completing a novel since a traumatic incident. Before a traumatic incident, it was freaking easy to just get it all done, so freaking easy. And then I had an attempt soon after the traumatic incident, and I gave up. I just gave up. I don't know. I wrote without embarrassment because I was trying to recover, trying to heal, trying to forgive myself for being a fool. And I think when you read what I wrote, if it ever gets completed, you'll see in the first page, that is what I was trying to do, forgive myself for all of it and move forward in life. And it has been 4 years and 10 months later, so God. And then I thought, you know what, scrap the two ideas, because I feel sabotaged from completing them, because the first novel I started just before the traumatic incident, I couldn't complete because of the traumatic incident happened a month later. And then the second one, it just got to a point where I just can't do this from fantasy alone. I need to mix a bit of reality to make it relatable. When you're flicking through those pages, you want to enjoy the experience of reading a novel like I have for the fantastic female authors out there, that I would gladly collect all their books and guard it with my life, because they are so freaking fantastic, and that's what I want to be. So this time around, it's hard to be relatable. It is therapeutic, I guess, but sometimes you just want a bit of reality in the fantasy so that you can relate to the reader, so the reader is engaged in what you're trying to say, and not the moral of the story, but the enjoyment of the story, for God's sake. That's why I enjoy it. So I'm trying to attract people who read novels just like me. It's hard, but I will complete it. The deadline is the end of this year, and then I'll spend about 8 days going through it and taking bits out and putting bits in, and not being self-conscious and embarrassed at creating these characters. Like I said, all hope is not lost, because obviously if I don't get my student finance, there are other things I can do, and I can still continue to complete the novel that I've started so far, right? But it'd be heartbreaking, because I really want to get a degree in it. Why not be qualified? Why not embark on a qualification? So when you're among your peers, it just gives you that bit more common ground and enjoyment when it comes to socialism among your peers in the creative industry, especially writers and authors and journalists and columnists, and the experience of getting qualified in it or a degree in it, and being around in a room full of people every day with people who say they want to be creative writers. That is the main reason, I think. I don't like the guarded, cautious, hush hush, I don't know what to say, vibes, I don't know, that you get, that I'm getting so far. So maybe I just have to put that dream aside of being in a room full of people that all want to be creative writers and are all passionate about it. Maybe I just need to put that dream aside and realise some people just do what they do because they do what they do. I guess I'm controlling. I'm not gonna lie, I guess I'm controlling. I guess I want to control the whole organising of an event like that, being in a room. So I'm not in control of who enrolls and who stays and who goes. So it's like, maybe it's just being in an experience where someone else is in control of the organising that is just really boring. It's really boring. Not being able to control the topics and subjects of conversations and hearing and listening to people with the same mentality when it comes to chasing this passionate dream of becoming a novelist. So yes, it is an emotional, tedious, frustrating challenge. I wouldn't even call it a challenge. I don't even know what word to use when it comes to dealing with student finance, because there's no email address. The secure messaging is not working. It never works. It hasn't worked for a few weeks now. Since the end of September, secure messaging hasn't worked. So I have no idea how to resolve this query. And I don't understand why they're letting people bring up queries over Facebook when they don't solve the queries. It's literally me just on Facebook, blah, 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 venting. That's what it feels like. Why would you open Student Finance England with a Facebook page when it just feels like I'm venting and the problem isn't getting resolved? It's just even more fucking frustrating. You want me to use my mobile phone credit for a 2-minute phone call, 2-minute automated message, but I won't even get through to a fucking advisor? Fuck off. And bearing in mind, in August, I spoke to a student finance advisor over the phone. It should be on my account. There should be call handling notes. From my employment experience, there should be call handling notes on a customer's account. So you can say, okay, I spoke to that person and this is what's happening. I don't even want to vent to you guys about this. I don't even want to vent, because there are other options if by October 14th it doesn't get done. Fucking ridiculous, right? Fucking ridiculous. So yes, I am trying to get down the makings of my novel and complete the last page by the end of the year, and then start editing at the beginnings of a year or so, and then see where I can go with it. It's so not it, I haven't even the feeling when, and it's frustrating because I'm really keen to freaking get on and have this amazing story between these two characters in my novel, but I just wish, sometimes I just wish for a little peace so that I can do it. Sometimes I wish that I can have a little solidarity, an alone moment to really create these characters in a novel that will just make everybody gush and and happy and smile like I do when I read rom-coms. Not rom-coms, when I watch rom-coms and I read them romantic novels that I've read in the past. That's what I want, that feeling that you can just sink in to a book and fantasize and smile and have a little bit of a dream. And then when you close the book, you realise, okay, it's just a dream, and this is the collection of novels that I have to have that moment of a little dream. A girl can dream. So guys, what do you think of this outfit? It's really weird. It's just like, it's like a shirt dress, right? And it's very good because it covers up the body, but and it doesn't have much femininity to it. So you see, when you stand up, it is kind of, oh, you can't really see, can you? It's yeah, you can see now. It's really shapeless. You can't really sit comfortable. You have to sit like this with it, and I guess that's what it is. I mean, I didn't want to freaking show you this because I've worn this already, but in another colour. Gorgeous, right? Freaking gorgeous. It may look like a Dairy Milk wrapper to you, but it's freaking gorgeous. And I didn't think I'd put it on because it's just the same top, the same blouse that I wore the other day, but a different colour. So what do you think? I should have chosen this, shouldn't I? I should have chosen this. This is gorgeous. No. So flattering on the bust. Okay. Have a fantastic rest of the week. See you at the start of another week on the 3Ms with the new playlist that will be up until the middle of next year.